I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday's blue. Thursday, I don't, 'cause it's Friday. Hi guys, I'm live. It's Monday's back, Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. Friday, it's Friday, I'm in love. Yeah! Can you hear it? Hi, Alex. I'll put some Paul Simon on next week. I don't think I've got anyone on our Friday. I'm in love. Yes, Friday. I'm in love. Got anyone on our Facebook? That's okay. Hello, everyone. It's Friday. I'm in love. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's such a it's such a medicine. Cause Ungex, I'm in love. Hey, that's a good song. It's Friday. I'm in love. All right, I'll stop it there. Hi everyone. I probably won't do a long video today because I have a few consults to talk to some people about their ongoing skin issues from Demodex mites, guys. There's no one on the Demodex support group page yet, but that's okay. You guys can watch back later. So hello again. If you're new to my video, my name is Emma. I am a care consultant at Ungex. Ungex, what we do a lot of things, primarily treat for Demodex mites, which is absolutely horrible. And there are these things behind me. This is our Ungex flag I like to fly for all you guys out there fighting with Demodex mites. I'm just going to set up, and there's our YouTube. YouTube's going well. Might be a little bit of a lag because my computer's having some issues. What's new? But I just want to get my big chin out of the way. But hi, welcome, and hello, big hello to Alex. She's our senior everything at Ungex AU, as well as our managing director. They're busy at headquarters, and I'm working from my Ungex home, a little Ungex Demodex fighting station. So I thought I'd touch on today so I have some customers in treatment at the moment. A lot of customers. I have about 70 customers in treatment, active treatment. So it's busy keeping up with everyone because everyone's completely different. Everyone's skin type is completely different. So Demodex mites, this is these gross guys behind me. Gross guys. They are a microscopic parasite. If you haven't heard of us before, if you're only new to knowing about skin mites, they're very real, very random, but very real. And they're a microscopic parasite that live in the human skin in our bodies. So there's two types of them, Demodex brevis and Demodex fluoricorum. I hate saying that word, and they're absolutely horrible. So brevis is a little shorter, fatter one that lives in the skin, and folliculorum lives in our hair follicles. So this is what they look like under the microscope. You can see that guy behind me. He's absolutely disgusting. He scares the hell out of me every time I look at him. So one of the most, common questions is, how do I know if I've got them? And the thing is, they are a very common mite. Unfortunately, every human on Earth does have a microscopic parasite. And microscopic, right? It means that most of the time, generally, we can't even feel them. And some people, like, we all have them at minimal levels. But unfortunately, what happens is they breed, they mate and multiply. And when there's a heap of them on the surface of the skin, that's when they can cause a lot of ongoing skin issues. So, when there's one or two of them, they're not so much of an issue. But when there's 1,200 of them, that's when they can cause a lot of ongoing problems, like, oh, where do I start? I'll get out my scroll. Blepharitis, hair thinning, hair loss, dandruff, acne, rosacea. I said blepharitis, large poring of the skin, so many horrible things that can also cause discoloration of the skin. And the reason why they do cause all these ongoing problems is because they live primarily, this is my little, I didn't draw one today, so it's pretty tiny, and that is a hair follicle. So that is a cross section of a hair follicle there. So that's their home. That's where they live and have all their friends and cousins and distant cousins, and they're all getting together. And what happens is they feed off our oil, our sebum, that helps our skin and hair to grow. So all of that good stuff, that's their main source of food. So it makes sense why the skin becomes completely devastated, ravaged by these horrible mites. And they feed and feed and feed off them basically until they explode, and then they release all that bacteria across the skin. So they're the most active at night. So if you're feeling a lot of itching and crawling, the biggest indication, I didn't totally forgot to mention, is that you feel something on your skin. That's the number one indication that they are present. So any itching, crawling movements is a big indication that, yes, you do have something on your skin. It is real. I know a lot of the time, unfortunately, when it comes to dermatologists and specialists, you go seeking help, and when you tell them that you have skin mites, a lot of people unfortunately get turned away, get told you're mad, for one, that it's just mites, it's no big deal. Well, yes, it is. Horrible. So what happens is, when they're in higher populations, symptoms become, if not worse, as well, and especially ongoing. Ongoing is an indication that, because they're the most active at night, that's when they come out to play on top of the surface of the skin, like that, like that. There goes on the support page there. And a big warm welcome to all the new members of our group that joined. I approved some more people this morning, so hello. YouTube people on YouTube, if you want to join our support group, it's a really great platform. We created it. Us at Ungex created this platform. We have over like 1,000 members now, if not growing every day, just like Demodex. That's a terrible analogy, but very true. So we created the groups to give you guys a platform to talk about these problems, because you're not alone. There's so many other people suffering out there, especially to some new customers in our treatment. I just sort of wanted to share that, it's not just you. There's a lot of people with these problems from skin mites. So it's very global. Another way to find out if you do have high populations is jump on and do our quiz, our Demodex quiz on ungexau.com. It takes like 5 minutes. I've done a few run-throughs of our quizzes, which explains what questions we ask, and from that, what you're doing to your skin, your environment, what your health is like, your immune system can really factor in as to why you, you know. A lot of people ask me, why me? Why not other people I live with have these problems? Because they are contagious. They move through skin to skin contact. So they're absolutely horrible. But, you know, unfortunately, I say it's a bit like a perfect storm as to why you are more susceptible to more populations. And as I said, it could be your skin type, if you have super sensitive skin, if you have a compromised immune system, if you were exposed in a really unhygienic environment, because they do cross transfer, they do live off the skin for 52 hours. So a lot of people at some point, they feel like they've been somewhere, and from that situation they've had these ongoing skin issues, which is absolutely horrible. So, you know, a big part of what we do is that we listen. We know what you're talking about. You know, a lot of people, I think a big thing is that, uh, you know, people come to us just feeling that sense of relief because it's that reassurance that it is real. And it's absolutely horrible, especially people with large infestations. Our job is to listen to you guys and understand what you're going through. So it's absolutely horrible. Um, they're disgusting, basically, and I know it affects a lot of people in so many different ways. So that's Demodex mites. If you want to read more about Demodex mites and all the symptoms as well, there's plenty of information across our website, ungexau.com. So you'll see all the different causes that they can, like the problems that they can cause on the skin. So, you know, it's not to say, even if you know, did our quiz and you did score in the low numbers, that's really good. Like, I mean, it's not good, but it just means that you're aware of that and we can help you before it becomes worse, because large infestations take longer to treat, guys. And I think, especially from the group, I just wanted to, I guess, share today as well, is that I know in the group out there, you know, you guys, there's not a lot of um, effective long-term treatments out there, and we get why you are overwashing the skin, you're putting tea tree oil on yourself, you're using several different types of treatments. And what happens is that dermatologists, and I have touched on this before, you know, they just know how to treat symptoms. They don't know how to treat for mites because they are really hard to kill. So the only effective way to kill them is when they come to the surface at night, and that's when they're the most active. And then us at, like, our protocol system, our skincare regime, targets them when they are the most active. And the reason why they are so hard to kill is because when they come to the surface of the skin at night, they mate and then they lay the eggs back deep in these hair follicles. So what happens is, especially with topical ointments and any other treatments, it just gives your skin a blast of chemicals. It can kill some off the surface, but the eggs underneath haven't even hatched yet. So we work in these life cycles, and the hardest part of treatment, and this is for definitely for some new customers out there if you're watching, is called die off. So I just wanted to talk about die off today, because die-off sensations, so unfortunately the reaction of the mites dying on the skin means your symptoms will get enhanced and probably get worse, simply because, so if you, I'll just pull out our products here. I do apologize if Carol's watching. I will be ringing you shortly, Carol, for a check-in. So if you, for example, say you're killing an insect, right? Yeah, where's the PVC? So when you kill an insect, you spray it. You spray it and it starts to die and it starts to freak out and its legs go crazy and it's like, yeah. So you think of when you're killing demotics on the skin, you've got that reaction, if not to not just one demotics, but hundreds. So the reaction of all those demotics dying on the surface of the skin is that effect on your skin. Your nerves are picking up on those sensations. So a lot of new customers in treatment, and I just wanted to impart this for new customers. Like, if you guys are interested in our products, please get in touch with me. You can also message us on the live chat feature as well. But a big part of treatment and the hardest part is getting through this die-off phase. And unfortunately, I'm not Superman. We don't have magical powers. I sometimes like to think I do. I have some spidey senses, but we can't see into your skin. If we could, everything would be so much easier. If I was Superman and had X-ray vision, we could tell how many life cycles there are, but unfortunately we can't. But the die-off sensations is an indication that the products are working, and you have to keep persisting and persevering through that, because that just means that we're killing through these large populations, especially in the first couple of months of treatment. And especially if you have really severe infestations from head to toe. So if you've got them on your scalp as well as your face and torso, and, if this has been going on for like years, it's not an overnight miracle. And I think that anyone promises you that, it's just, you just know, like common sense, it's not going to work for the long term. So, a lot of those topical ointments and stuff like that, they're just a short-term solution. Well, not even a short-term fix for a long-term problem. Does that make sense? That made sense in my head. So we work for the long term. So that's a big part of what Ungex does, is that we're with you throughout the whole treatment, and our recommended time is 3 to 4 months, but there's so many other factors that goes into that recommended time frame. So if you've got, sorry, I talk with my hands a lot, it's a bit jazz hands. If these problems have been going on for so long, you do have a compromised immune system, all other factors, we have to work with your skin sensitivity. So that is all part of the treatment, which I'll just sort of just vaguely touch on today. But it is a treatment process. You get all our handy tips and information, just because we have to make your skin a hostile environment for them. But most importantly, and what a lot of other things out there don't do, is be gentle on your skin. I think that's what I just really wanted to impart. A great tip, I have shared this before. If you're using, I know a lot of people in the group as well. I know you guys have been posting like all different like baby shampoos and stuff like that, and other oils, etc., etc. Of course, there's great oils out there for the skin. It's just any makeups, moisturizers, especially creams, they just have a very small percentage of oil-based products. So anything with oil in them is feeding them. So a lot of the time people come to us, and from the quiz we ask is, what are you putting on your skin? Because you could have actually fed them this whole entire time. I was recently speaking to a lady, and look, I understand she had a lot of health complications going on. She'd just been through the works of everything you could think of, basically, and she'd been trying to get on top of the mites for some time. And unfortunately, she was using not only antibiotics, so demotics don't go internal, Anything internal is probably an internal parasite, but Demodex are on the skin. So they don't burrow through, even though they definitely feel like it. They don't. And antibiotics, the mites themselves build up a resistance to that, and the antibiotics can't target them as well. And what happens with creams is that the Demodex build up a resistance to it. And while it can kill some in the beginning, like you're putting cream on, the others tend to, it just, unfortunately, with topical ointments, it, they build up a resistance, and then all it does is to force other populations to hide away under the hair follicles. So it can't target them. And also, you've got the life cycle. So I know a lot of people are using stuff out there, and then they'll be like, yeah, I'm going fine for a month or so, or a couple of months, and then the problems come back again because the eggs have hatched and the life. So you're just on this wheel of trying to self-manage it. So we totally understand it. It's just we give all these advisory tips because we know. We've been doing it for like 10 years. So, a lot of people out there ask me questions. I know what I'm talking about. I've been trained by the mite overlords. So a good tip, as I said before on videos, coconut oil and castor oil are the only two oils the mites don't feed off. I saw someone put a post on our group about some guy was keeping the Demodex in a fridge and feeding them coconut oil. I don't know. That sounded like something out of a horror movie to me. Yeah, strange. But coconut oil does not feed them. And it also gets the nourishment it needs to your skin. Coconut oil and castor oil, those two oils. A lot of other oils out there, while they're good for the skin, they're just probably feeding the mites. Just think in your head, oil's food, oil's mite food. So that's just a really important one. Also, cleansing. I know a lot of people overwash the skin when you've got mites. You just want to get them off your body, right? Unfortunately, overwashing the skin, mites love. If you're washing your skin 2 times a day, every day, insane. For one, your skin's going to get really dry. You're going to completely dry out your skin and your scalp as well. It goes for skin and scalp. You just become, unfortunately make your skin more vulnerable to more populations. So having mites is a really, it's a really complex thing. And it's really hard. I totally get it because I talk to so many people every day. Is that you almost just become, I understand, you kind of have mite vision, right? You just almost become obsessed with it because it is your life. It's really devastating. It has a mental impact. You don't want to see anyone. I get it. We totally get it. But unfortunately, it leads you to doing a lot of really wrong stuff on the skin. So yeah, that's what we're here for. So as I said, our treatment system it's a skincare regime, and I've gone over the products before. It's non-invasive, super gentle on the skin, all natural ingredients. It has a small percentage of tea tree oil because tea tree oil is known for the excellent mite killing properties. We have a super, super, super small percentage. Someone asked me that, when I said don't use, if you're using so much tea tree oil on the skin, tea tree oil undiluted and overuse over time just fries your skin. So we have a very small percentage with the rest of the natural ingredients researched and developed. So our products are created. It also won the Best Invention Award for our PDT, which is the strongest spray. So it's an at-home treatment, guys. It's all like the biggest part. What you get is us. So we guide you the whole way through it. So it's a process and it's a journey, and it is quite hard in the beginning stages, as I said, because of what's involved in killing the mites, which is that die off. And that's the hardest part. So you have to be realistic about when will I start to get better? When will I feel relief? As long as you are using the products every single night, and it will feel endless, trust me, but you're making progress. And that die off is an indication that the products are working. So keep persisting, keep persevering, keep getting the sprays on your skin, because that's what kills them every night. But anyway, I go round and round about. And look, honest to blog is that I've had customers. I had customers last year and started treatment with us. Some took 4+ months just because they had other health factors going on. Others were really short because they only had some rosacea, or they just had blepharitis. So you've got to be, I think, just today I just wanted to pass on those realistic factors and it's hard to retain information when you've got mites going on with your skin. So really take on board what we tell you, because that does give the best results, and we've seen it. Like, I've got people now that have, I was treating last year, and they're not really in touch with me anymore because they're so much better, which is so good. So we're here for the long term, guys. But look, the rest of the tips and stuff like that, and all this advisory information is what you invest in. I know a lot of people, they look at the prices of us and go, oh, why are you guys so expensive? Because what you invest in is a long-term solution, and you invest in us because we're here all of the way. There's so many people with mite problems, it always does my head in. So, but I just wanted to impart. So we're also available, our products, if you're an Amazon customer, we're available on Amazon, Etsy, and eBay as well. So, I know for guys in the UK and stuff like that. And look, I get, some people are wary about giving over information over the phone and stuff like that. So we are available on those platforms. So please feel free to get in touch with me if you want to purchase off Amazon. I'm always happy to help you out there as well. So, or advise which kits to get, etc., etc. But honestly, the best one to start off with, guys, because it does take at least a month for your skin to adjust to the products. So that's why we don't give samples, because it's like antibiotics. You're not going to see something straight away in like a day or a week. It takes at least a month. Products. I would suggest getting. To begin with, do I have it here? Oh, no, I've got it somewhere else. Our basic kit, which has our STD spray and our cleanser. So the cleanser is that's the shampoo cleanser. So those two things will get you started. So the cleanser acts to remove that bacteria as well as control the oil. So it's all about, we work on balancing your skin's oils, as well as making your skin hostile, as well as working within your skin sensitivity. So basically it was a good one to get started on, guys. Just a reminder, we still have our Mother's Day sale on. So Mother's Day sale, 30% off plus shipping on our site. That isn't on Amazon, Etsy, or eBay, but it is available on our site for 30% off and free shipping. If you type in the coupon code MDAY30, you'll get 30% off and free shipping on ungexau.com. But yeah, as I said, if you guys are on Amazon, eBay, or Etsy, type in Ungex, please get in touch with me, and I best advise what to get as well. We always do consultations, and even if you just want to ask any questions, there's so many questions when it comes to skin mites. And just quickly, I think another one that I wanted to touch on was, it's totally just gone out of my mind, the environment. So we help cross contamination of the environment as well. and people really stress about the environment. I totally get it, because there are also environmental mites. We have some more different customers that are more environmental than skin. So there's like springtails, ticks, lice, so many different bird mites, dust mites. So that's more environmental, and that's like those people don't have so much skin issues, but there's a lot going on in their environment. So we help treat for the cross transfer of them. So the products will stop them cross transferring from your immediate environment. So your bedding, your pillows, your clothes, and stuff like that. But that's something we go over in the treatment process as well. So I've rambled on a lot today. I think was there something else that I wanted to touch on? It's just about the die-off. Die-off is the biggest and hardest part of treatment, guys. And once you start, so we work to getting those numbers to a minimal level. If Demodex were totally curable, we wouldn't exist. But you're always, unless you're a hermit wrapped in plastic or just don't have any spores, we're always going to have these mites. But we work towards getting them to a manageable level. Like, I've got some customers now that they're basically at the end of the treatment, recommended treatment time, and they're still present, but nowhere as near as to when they started. So we don't help treat the symptoms. We treat these, and then once we clear the skin of mites, then the symptoms that are related to the mites, then your skin can heal. So if you've got, I've had a lot of customers is that we've cleared their skin of mites, but they still got some rosacea or redness or some skin issues going on. Sorry, someone's talking. So it just means there could be something else at play that is causing these skin problems. So we can definitely help treat for skin mites. It definitely 100%. And if you're ringing me that you're going to the emergency room, I'm not a doctor, so I can't help you there. That's probably something else going on. I know some people, like people with allergies and stuff like that. We always work with people's sensitive skin issues and stuff like that. So we've got you covered on every angle. But yeah, thanks for watching again, guys. I've gone on long enough about mites, as I tend to do. But yeah, we're here to help treat your skin for mites the right way, basically. But have a lovely Friday. I must go. I have a lot of people with these horrible mites that are needing me, so please get in touch with us. You can email me as well for you guys that want to purchase off Amazon. Please get in touch with us. care@Ungexus, UNGEXUS.com. Remember that Mother's Day code MJ30, that's through ungexau.com at our store. That will give you 30% off plus free shipping. Have a lovely day, guys. I'm going to play this. Bye. Because it's Friday. I'm in love.